This video is the first part of a video series exploring a Burnet County Texas child custody case. The case originated in early 2013. The case involved one child who was around 9 years old at the time of the original filing. I have read hundreds of pages of documentation on this case, and it appears to be a typical Burnet County Family Law case, where the judge refuses to allow public hearings, makes rulings behind closed doors while considering evidence that never enters a courtroom. All the while the attorneys rack up big money. All at the expense of the best interest of the child. Before we begin, I have to say that in all my years I could never imagine that so many people could sit around and just watch such corruption and abuse of a child and not stand up and say something. This child is now a grown adult, and I just cannot imagine what this poor child was going through being kept away from his mother for years. This is a sad story, but it must be told. If you have minor children, please do not ever move to Burnet County. It is a horrible place to raise your kids if they should ever become victims of the evil family law court system that is in place as of today. This video will begin with the background and the characters involved in this tragedy, and also some very suspicious characters that keep coming up in other cases I have read in Burnet County. The child will not be named in these videos, however, it is obvious that you will be able to figure out who the child is because the parents will be named. Unfortunately, there is no way around this, and although I feel that it will be uncomfortable to the child, I can only hope that exposing the evil people involved in this case will do more good than harm. It is sad that these evil people put this child in this position. If the child is watching this video, I can only say to them that I am sorry for all that you have been through. The first character has already been introduced in our other videos. Her name is Judge Bayless. She is one of the most wicked people of which I have ever heard. Case after case that I read, she just seems to outdo herself over and over. In all the cases I have investigated, it appears that there is a pattern of behavior that appears more often than not. Overall, she is an emotional, insecure, unhappy person, but there is a pattern that I have discovered that she has a big issue with a certain type of person. These people tend to be women. There are two attorneys involved in this case that also seem to appear over and over in these cases. The first one is an attorney by the name of Trey Brown. Trey is the attorney for the father in this case. Trey's legal name is Franken Brown III. Here is a brief biography that he has posted on his firm's website. He works for a firm called Mock & Brown. As you can see, his partner is a former assistant district attorney in Burnet County. The other attorney is Tim Cowart. He is the attorney for the mother. Although she had several attorneys, Tim seems to be the most interesting in this case. Tim's legal name is John Timothy Cowart. In his biography on the Justia website, the one thing that stood out was that Tim has served 2 terms on the State Bar Grievance Committee. This seemed odd considering the evil and corrupt practices of Burnet County. Why in the world would they want to put someone that is right in the middle of this evil on the State Bar Grievance Committee? They are supposed to be investigating the kind of shenanigans that are occurring to this day in Burnet County. The third person is a very strange person. He seems to appear in these Burnet County cases almost as much as the judge. His name is Robert Henley. He is a family counselor. And although I have not completed a thorough investigation of Mr. Henley as of yet, the things that I have come across are enough to cause alarm. In the other cases I have read, this man always appears to be giving testimony that he should not be giving, legally, morally nor ethically. I find it strange because in all my experience, it is very difficult to get a family counselor to testify in court. In the case of Robert Henley, he appears to revel in it. It's almost like he seeks that attention and power. From reading this case and other cases, it appears that Robert Henley and Judge Bayless are quite fond of each other professionally. In the next video, we will begin looking at the parties and the circumstances of this sad family law case. Thank you for watching.